Come on over. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us in Unity for our Back to School Educators Press Conference. As school board members and education leaders, we are here today in solidarity with educators, families, and education partners. As we stand together to protect students returning to school from summer break amidst immigration raid fears in our communities. My name is Dr. Alma Castro. I'm a school board member for Linwood Unified School District and the proud daughter of immigrant parents who, like many of our parents, simply want a safe place for children to learn and grow. This week, many of our districts welcome students back to school. We do so with tremendous joy, but also with a sense of urgency. This summer, ICE raids have created fear and panic in our communities. However, this is not the first time we face this. In 1994, Proposition 187 tried to strip undocumented families like my own, of the right to public education. I was a senior at Linwood High School, and alongside my classmates, teachers, and leaders like we see here today, we organized and refused to be silent. We turned fear into action, exposing injustice and uniting our communities. This moment, we know, demands courage and clarity. Families must remain together and not torn apart. No child should fear whether their parent will be home after school. No student should carry that weight or worry into the classroom. This summer felt different for many of us, and today you will hear the stories of the impact in many of our diverse communities. Many students miss summer classes. Many parents miss their own high school graduation for their child. Some children skipped attending field trips, stayed indoors, and were robbed of their joy and normalcy. We've seen parents coordinating drop-offs under the shadow of ICE detention. We fear students may miss school out of concerns that are left and that they will be orphaned in our schools. We must do more and keep ICE away from education spaces. Our response is clear and unwavering. In Linwood and across all of our districts that we see here today, we stand united and stand together, and we have strengthened safe haven policies, training our staff, hosting Know Your Rights workshops, working with our families to create emergency plans, and supporting legislation like AB 49, the California Safe Haven Schools Act, authored by our Assemblyman Muratsuchi, who has joined us today, and co-authored and strongly supported by other legislators, including the Latino Legislative Caucus. AB 49 affirms what every educator knows. Safety and dignity in our schools is non-negotiable. Education must never be weaponized against any community. This bill is more than a policy. It's a safeguard. It's a promise and a reflection of our values to protect education. It ensures that when a child walks through all of our gates, they enter spaces that protect, respect, and welcome every child and family without exception. To our families, a nuestras familias, we see you, we hear you, and we are here fighting for you. To our students, a nuestros estudiantes, you belong here and you deserve to learn free of fear. To our educators and staff, many of which are joining us here today, your presence and courage matter now more than ever. And to my fellow leaders, now is the time for us to unite, to act boldly and visibly. Our communities need us. Before we continue, I want to thank the Centinela Valley Union High School District leadership for providing us this space for this gathering today. And I also have deep gratitude to our planning team, Luis Molina and Alliance College Ready Public Schools, to my great friend Sarah Bradshaw, and grateful, of course, Assemblymember Muratsuchi, to your team and your support of being here with us today. Today, you'll see that we are joined by colleague board members from various districts, and we will hear about stories, impacts, and resources that are shared within our diverse communities. We will also hear the voices of parents and teachers who will share their stories and impact. Together, we are raising our collective voices and finding ways to unite, to fight and keep families together, to protect education spaces, and ensure our nurturing spaces are free of fear for every child. Today's Educators Press Conference is about showing up for our families, for our students, and for our communities. We are committed to advocate for safety, dignity, and well-being. Students are counting on all of us to show up. En este momento voy a dar unas palabras en español y agradezco a mis compañeros que están aquí, nuestros líderes que están aquí presentes, y sé que es un día un poco caluroso. Buenas tardes y gracias por acompañarnos en unidad en la conferencia de prensa de educadores por el regreso a clases. Como miembros de juntas escolares y líderes educativos, estamos aquí en solidaridad con educadores, familias y aliados de nuestra comunidad para proteger a nuestros estudiantes que regresen a clase en medio de este temor que estamos viviendo redadas de inmigración. Mis compañeros líderes que están aquí presentes, en unos momentitos van a hablar un poquito sobre ese impacto en nuestras comunidades. Mi nombre es Dr. Alma Castro, orgullosa hija de padres inmigrantes y miembro de la Junta Escolar de Linwood. Como sabemos, nuestros padres, al igual que mis padres, solo quieren un lugar seguro donde sus hijos pudieran aprender y crecer. Esta semana, muchos de nuestros distritos que ustedes ven aquí presentes hoy reciben con mucho cariño, con mucho amor a nuestros estudiantes, con esa alegría, pero también tenemos un llamado de urgencia. Las redadas de ICE este verano han revivido el miedo e incertidumbre en nuestras comunidades. Este verano fue distinto para muchos estudiantes. Algunas familias no pudieron asistir a las graduaciones de sus hijos. Algunos de nuestros niños no asistieron a clases este verano. No fueron a excursiones este verano. Padres están actualmente coordinando entradas a las escuelas bajo la amenaza de detención. ¿Quién va a llevar a nuestros hijos a las escuelas? Ningún niño debe temer quedarse en la escuela sin que sus padres vayan por ellos. Ningún estudiante debe cargar ese peso en el aula. En Linwood, como ustedes ven, igual que en todos los distritos de nuestros compañeros que estamos aquí, estamos respondiendo por fortalecer políticas de escuelas de refugio, capacitando a nuestro personal, organizando talleres de conozca sus derechos y también organizando el plan de familia con nuestras familias. Juntos estamos apoyando la política AB 49, la ley de escuelas de refugio en California, redactada por el asambleísta que está con nosotros hoy presente, el señor Muratsuchi, y respaldada por el caucus legislativo latino. A nuestras familias queremos decirles que los vemos, los escuchamos y luchamos por ustedes. A nuestros estudiantes, este es su lugar y merecen aprender sin miedo. A nuestros educadores, agradecemos su valentía y presencia. Son importantes hoy más que nunca. Y a mis colegas líderes y a nuestros colegas, este es el momento de actuar con firmeza y visibilidad. Antes de continuar, quiero agradecer al Distrito Escolar de la Secundaria Centinela Valley por permitirnos esta reunión en su escuela, a nuestro compañero Luis Molina y Alliance College Ready Public Schools y a todo el equipo del asambleísta Muratsuchi por su apoyo. Gracias, Sara, también por tu apoyo y a todos los que están aquí presentes con nosotros o escuchándonos desde sus hogares. Ahora es un gran honor para mí presentar al asambleísta Muratsuchi, cuya labor en la política AB 49 está convirtiendo nuestra esperanza compartida en una acción. Bienvenido. Welcome, Assemblymember. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Castro, for your leadership in bringing us all together. And I'm proud to join education leaders from throughout Los Angeles County to stand in solidarity with our immigrant students and their families. My name is Al Muratsuchi, California Assembly member representing the Los Angeles South Bay. And as chair of the Assembly Education Committee, I am proud to stand in solidarity with all of the education leaders that you see before you, as well as all of our immigrant students and families throughout the state of California to defend an immigrant student's right to an education. For more than 40 years, the United States Supreme Court has recognized that all students, regardless of immigration status, have a right to a public education. And for decades, Democratic administrations, Republican administrations have kept schools off limits from immigration enforcement activities because, again, all students, regardless of immigration status, have a right to a public education. And because students cannot learn and thrive if they are afraid of being deported or getting separated from their family. Unfortunately, in January of this year, the Trump administration reversed this decades-long bipartisan policy of keeping schools off limits from immigration enforcement. To fight back, I joined State Senator Lina Gonzalez, chair of the Latino Caucus, to introduce Assembly Bill 49, the California Safe Haven Schools Act, to keep ICE out of our schools. As students and families across California get ready to go back to school, I want all of our students, but especially our immigrant students, to hear this message. You have a right to an education. You have a right to an education, and we are fighting for you and to support you. We want you in school so that you can learn and thrive, and we will keep fighting for you to defend your right to an education. It is now my privilege to introduce School Board Member Florencio Briones.
Thank you, Assemblymember Muratsuchi, for being here with us today. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Florencio Briones. I am the board president of the El Monte Union High School District. I want to make sure that our families know that we stand with them today. No child can learn when they're living in fear. Schools should be a place of safety and opportunity for every child, regardless of their immigration status. Our immigrant families are living with daily uncertainty, and that takes a toll on them, both mentally and emotionally and spiritually. Social media is flooded with fear-inducing videos. Rumors spread faster than facts. Many parents lie awake at night wondering if it's safe to send their children to school. And I want those parents to know that it absolutely is safe to send their kids to school. Our schools have safe zone policies in place. We don't cooperate with immigration enforcement on any of our campuses. And our children, our students' safety is our #1 priority. But those policies are not enough. Families need to know and trust and believe that we have their best interests in heart. This is not just about education, it's about empowerment. It's about creating a strong community where every family, regardless of their immigration status, feels seen, supportive, safe, and capable of overcoming every barrier because of that empowerment. I want to assure our families that our schools throughout California and Los Angeles County in particular are safe places to send your students. And we look forward to all of those students returning to class this school year. I'll now provide my remarks in Spanish. Buenas tardes, soy Florencio Briones, presidente de la Junta Directiva de las Escuelas Preparatorias del Monte Union. Ningún estudiante puede aprender si vive con miedo. Las escuelas deberían ser un lugar seguro y de oportunidades para todos los estudiantes, independientemente de su estatus migratorio. Las redes sociales están inundadas de videos que infunden miedo. Los rumores se propagan más rápido que los hechos. Y muchos padres se desvelan preguntándose si es seguro enviar a sus hijos a la escuela. Quiero asegurar a esas familias, a esos padres, que tienen toda la seguridad de mandar sus estudiantes a nuestras escuelas. Nuestras escuelas cuentan con políticas de zona segura. no cooperamos con las autoridades migratorias en nuestras escuelas. Nuestra prioridad es la seguridad de su hijo o hija. Pero las políticas no son suficientes. Las familias necesitan saber y confiar y creer que nos preocupamos por sus intereses. No se trata solo de educación, se trata de empoderamiento. Se trata de crear una comunidad sólida donde cada familia, independientemente de su estatus migratorio, se siente valorada, apoyada, segura y capaz de superar cualquier obstáculo gracias a este empoderamiento. Gracias por estar con nosotros hoy. Gracias al miembro de la Asamblea, Muratsuchi. Y en este momento voy a presentar a nuestra mamá, quien va a dar unas palabras hoy.
Good afternoon. My name is Jane Smighton. I'm a parent volunteer of the Centinela Valley School District and have been a community activist for a majority of my life. Our groups are proud of continuously advocating while working tirelessly on quality of life issues. That's exactly why I'm here. Our families, the ones doing things right, and now even citizens, are being targeted and harmed. Families who give back to our communities, who pay taxes, who send their children to our schools, and who help keep our neighborhoods safe, like my own. We all deserve to always feel safe. Our students should be able to focus on learning, not living in fear. As a citizen, I am called to action. Now I call upon our local leaders to meet this moment with the urgency it deserves. I urge you to take action to ensure that every family and every student in our community is protected. I thank you all for being present and thank you for your support. Buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Jane Smighton. Soy mamá voluntaria en el distrito de Centinela Valley y también soy una activista en la comunidad, por la mayoría de mi vida. Nuestros grupos están orgullosos de abocar continuamente mientras trabajando sin descansar en los asuntos de calidad de vida. Nuestras familias, los que están haciendo las cosas bien y hasta ciudadanos, están siendo perjudicados y atacados. Familias que aportan a nuestras comunidades, que pagan impuestos, que envían a sus hijos a nuestras escuelas. Los niños no pueden concentrarse y aprender si están viviendo con miedo. Como ciudadana, siento el llamado de tomar acción. Ahora llamo a nuestros líderes locales para que respondan a este momento con la urgencia que se merece. Los urjo que tomen medidas para garantizar que cada de uno de nuestras familias y nuestros estudiantes en nuestra comunidad estén protegidos. Les doy gracias a todos por estar aquí presentes y por su apoyo.
And now it's my great honor to introduce a teacher, Ms. Viviana Vargas.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for having me here. My name is Viviana Vargas, and I am a resident teacher, mother at Linwood, in the city of Linwood. I would like to say my words in Spanish so that everybody can reach to my words. Buenos días. California alberga costas impresionantes, valles dorados y más de 10.6 millones de inmigrantes. Esto significa que cada uno de 4 personas nació en otro lugar. Vienen de todas partes, desde las montañas de Guatemala, de Perú, de República Dominicana, de Colombia, de México, Europa, Asia. 37% de nosotros somos latinoamericanos, 35% de Asia, 23% de Europa y 5% de muchos rincones del mundo. En Los Ángeles, nuestros barrios enteros vibran al ritmo de decenas de idiomas. En lugares como San Francisco, las calles se iluminan con imágenes de diferentes culturas. Y en nuestros valles central, las manos de los inmigrantes extraen la tierra, los alimentos que nos llevan a nuestras mesas. Pero junto a esta belleza hay dificultades que debemos afrontar en nuestras aulas, en nuestros salones de clase. Algunos estudiantes llevan una mochila cargando, pero también un secreto. Viven con inseguridad emocional, luchan contra la ansiedad, la depresión y la soledad que surge de sentirse invisibles. Se enfrentan a barreras, a varios accesos, a la falta de accesos financieros, a becas que no pueden solicitar, y sin embargo California ha elegido un camino diferente. Hemos aprobado varias legislaciones como AB 540, el DREAM Act, eliminamos la proposición 187, gracias, pero nuestras leyes necesitan que se garanticen tres cosas: que todos los niños puedan ir a la escuela, desde el kinder hasta su final de estudios, sin importar su estatus migratorio; que los estudiantes estén protegidos contra la deportación y que tengan acceso a atención médica. Pero las leyes solamente son una historia, tenemos que trabajar y tenemos que seguir luchando. Y sé que tenemos muchas organizaciones apoyándonos dentro de nuestra sociedad. Tenemos CHIRLA, tenemos centros de políticas, tenemos ayuda para inmigrantes. Dentro de nuestras escuelas tenemos muchas organizaciones que nos ayudan. ¿Qué debemos hacer ahora? Por el bien de nuestros estudiantes, debemos construir redes de apoyo más sólidas. Debemos enseñarles a los estudiantes sus derechos. Debemos trabajar juntos para fortalecer la resiliencia ante esta incertidumbre. Debemos aceptar y abrazar que el futuro de California está ligado al futuro de los inmigrantes. Si invertimos en ellos, si le damos la bienvenida, si les celebramos sus derechos, si les damos y estamos invirtiendo en nosotros mismos. Logremos que nuestros objetivos a través de la inclusión sea de inclusión y no de miedo. Elijamos la solidaridad en lugar de la división. Veamos nuestra diversidad no como un desafío, sino como nuestra mayor fortaleza. Muchas gracias. Next, I have the pleasure to introduce Whittier Union Board Member Jaime Lopez.
Thank you. Thank you. And good afternoon, everyone. I am Jaime Lopez, school trustee with Whittier Union High School District Area Number 2. Thank you, Dr. Alban Castro, and thank you, Assemblymember Muratsuchi, for holding this timely advocacy event. I appreciate it. I stand here in support of Mr. Chairman's Bill, AB 49. As elected leaders, our responsibility is to serve every student, every family with dignity and respect. That means showing up and standing up for the right to learn, to feel safe, and to thrive, regardless of where they come from or what language they speak at home. This moment is bigger than just Whittier or any one school district. The fear our families are carrying, the food insecurity that keeps children up at night, the learning loss that continues to widen, these are not isolated incidents. These are shared challenges across California. But the challenges like these also call us to do something, action. They remind us that the only way forward is togetherness. That's why partnership matters. When school boards, elected officials, unions, community organizations work in unison, we can advocate for stronger protections, smarter policies that carry real, lasting impact. As a first-generation college grad and a product of public schools, I've seen what's possible when we invest in our youth and believe in our communities. We can't afford to be silent or siloed. It's time to act boldly on behalf of our immigrant families and for the future we share. Thank you. And I have the pleasure of introducing Dr. Teresa Montaño as the next speaker. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Teresa Montaño, and I'm with the LA County Board of Education. Our schools are here. Our teachers are ready. Our doors are open. But we must acknowledge that fear makes it difficult for many of our families, especially immigrant families, to walk through those doors. We cannot expect our students to thrive when their safety and dignity are under threat. Public schools, especially those rooted in their community like ours, are more than just classrooms. They are sites of resistance, equalizing agencies that can disrupt systems of oppression. Education is still the pathway towards liberation. It is how we equip our students and our families to rise above generational inequity, not just for our immigrant communities, but for every member of our society. The Los Angeles County Board of Education and our districts, we are ready. We are ready to offer support for our immigrant families, like free meals, wellness service, community school program, clinical legal clinics, pathways from home to school that assure safety from the time they leave their home to the time they arrive to school. We can do everything in our power to prepare for our children to come to school, but fear and trauma exacerbated by the current immigration actions are creating barriers for our families to access those resources. As board members, we will do all in our power to ensure that immigrant families are met with culturally responsive, trauma-informed care and outreach. We will do everything we can to provide safe, informed, and welcoming pathways, because we know that when we protect our most vulnerable families, we uplift the entire system of public education. And now it is my pleasure and honor to introduce Stephanie Castañeda.
Thank you all for being here. I'm Stephanie Castañeda. Once again, thank you all for being here and taking time out of your days. In the wake of recent ICE raids, families in Hawthorne and Lenox were amongst the first that were impacted. We meet today at Hawthorne High School, aware of that fear and determined to be the safe space our families can trust. As the president of the Centinela Valley Union High School District, I want to be clear. No child can learn if they are living in fear. Our schools must be safe havens. Our schools should be a place where every student, regardless of where they and their families come from, can feel seen, supported, and protected. To many immigrant families that are now living in uncertainty, fear can keep children from walking through our doors and cuts them off from meals, from counseling services, from academic resources that are vital to their safety and growth. When families feel unsafe, the whole community feels it, because our strength comes from each other. In these moments of fear, we can choose to be the institutions our families trust. We are stronger when we stand together, when we refuse to let fear divide us, and when we make it clear that every child in our care belongs. We are calling on our local, state, and federal leaders to meet this moment with urgency, and on neighbors and educators and workers and community leaders to lock arms in solidarity. Our message today is simple. You belong here, you are safe here, and we will fight for you all together every step of the way. Thank you. And now in Spanish for our folks, gracias a todos por estar aquí tras las recientes redadas donde nuestras comunidades de Hawthorne y Lenox fueron de las primeras afectadas. Este espacio adquiere una urgencia especial. Hoy nos reunimos en Hawthorne High School conscientes de ese miedo y conscientes con el compromiso de ser el lugar seguro en el que nuestras familias pueden confiar. Como presidenta de la mesa directiva del distrito escolar de Centinela Valley Union High School, quiero ser clara. Ningún niño puede vivir con miedo, estudiar con miedo. Nuestras escuelas deben ser refugios seguros, lugares donde cada estudiante, sin importar donde vengan ellos o sus familias, se sientan vistos, apoyados y protegidos. Hoy, demasiadas familias inmigrantes viven con incertidumbre diaria. Los rumores y el miedo pueden impedir que los niños entren a nuestras puertas y acepten y logren agarrar las comidas, las consejerías y los recursos académicos que merecen. Cuando las familias no se sienten seguras, toda la comunidad lo resiente, porque nuestra fuerza viene cuando estamos unidos. En estos momentos de miedo, podemos elegir ser las instituciones en las que nuestras familias pueden confiar. Somos más fuertes cuando estamos unidos, cuando no nos negamos y no nos dejamos vencer por el miedo, no dejamos que nos divida y cuando dejamos claro que cada niño bajo nuestro cuidado pertenece aquí. Llamamos a nuestros líderes locales, estatales y federales a responder a este momento con urgencia. Y llamamos a nuestros vecinos, educadores, trabajadores y miembros de la comunidad a unirse con fuerza en solidaridad. Nuestro mensaje hoy es simple. Tú perteneces aquí, estás seguro aquí y lucharemos unos y otros en cada paso en el camino. Gracias. Ahora, con permiso.
Now it's my great honor to introduce, we've been joined by other colleagues, school board members. I'd like to introduce my colleague Ernie Nishi. He's President, ABC Unified School District, and we will have two other school board members before we sum up for Q&A. Ernie, welcome.
Hi, my name is Ernie Nishi, and I'm part of the ABC School Board. And I'm honored to be here with Dr. Alma Castro and Al Muratsuchi for being heroes and getting this issue out there. What does ICE mean to my district, ABC, a great district with great kids and great people? It means half of my summer class didn't show up. Half. The kids that need it the most didn't come because they were afraid. They're afraid that we would not be a country of laws. We were afraid that people would pick them up, and it's just, I had to say something because it's infuriating to me that, you know, my mom was taken away, separated from her father 80 years ago because people were afraid of the Japanese. We were this invading force. I don't understand why we are back here again. I can understand why parents wouldn't send their kids to school because they're afraid that even if the kids are residents, even if the kids are there to learn, even if the kids are there to have a future, make our country great, that they might be picked up and separated and may never see their kids again. My mom had the same situation when she was 4 years old. She didn't know if she'd ever see her dad again because she was the enemy of the state. A manufactured thing because she was an American citizen. It's just wrong, and I'm so glad we have some people here to have courage to stand up to do these things. We don't have legislators like you in there. We don't have a forum to do any of this. If we don't have Dr. Alma Castro to do this, we won't be surrounded here. We need to stand up. This is just wrong that the most vulnerable kids in our community are the ones that are hurt the most. We have got to stop this. It's got to stop. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now it's my great honor to introduce Dr. Arman Agakanian, President from the Board of Education at Burbank Unified School District.
Thank you. I'm going to be saying a few words in English and then I will be saying it in Armenian. I'm Armenian American. I'm originally from Iran. I escaped the war between Iraq and Iran at age 14. And to me, it's disheartening that we're talking about our students not being safe, because when it was raining bombs on me and my friends every day during the war, the safest place we had to go to was our schools. And I can understand the fear of our children not knowing when they come home if their parents are going to be there. Because I witnessed that when my friends lost their families because of the bombing, of the raids during the revolution, and so forth. So to me, this is something that's impacting all of our communities. Whether you're from Armenia, Iran, Syria, Iraq, or any other country, we should not be having this conversation about the fear that our children have. It is the most difficult thing, going to school, knowing that when you come home, maybe your parents will not be there. Or your parents knowing that they will not see you when you return from school. Սիրելի հայ ժողովուրդ, մեր համար շատ դժվար է ինչ որ կատարվում է հիմա մեր դպրոցներում։ Դպրոցները ամենաապահով տեղն են մեր երեխեքի համար։ Եվ մենք պիտի պաշտպանենք մեր դպրոցները եւ մեր ընտանիքները։ Եվ ինչ որ հիմա կատարվում է IC հետ, այս մի բան է, որ իմ համար մենք չենք ընդունում դպրոցներում։ Բոլոր դպրոցները, Burbank, Glendale, կարևոր չի որտեղ եք, հիշացեք, որ դպրոցները ապահով տեղ են ձեր երեխեքի համար, ձեր ընտանիքի համար, ձեր զավակների համար։ Եվ հույսով ինչ որ կատարվում է, գիտեմ ձեր համար շատ դժվար է, որովհետև դուք եկել եք ստեղ որպեսի immigrant, որպեսի refugee, բայց ես ձեզի կարող եմ ասեմ, որպեսի ձեր դպրոցների ներկայացուցիչ եւ բոլոր այս անձնավորությունները, որ հետևս կանգնած են մեր դպրոցներից, որ դպրոցները ապահով տեղ են մեր զավակների համար եւ մեր ընտանիքների համար։ Շնորհակալ եմ։
Thank you. And now it's my great honor to introduce and welcome from LAUSD, Carla Griego.
Thank you. My name is Carla Griego. I'm represent District 5, which includes the southeast cities of Cudahy, Maywood, Vernon, Bell, Huntington Park. And I'm here today to share not only what LAUSD has been doing to prepare for the reopening of our schools, but also I want to speak to what's been going on in our city. What we have seen happen this summer in our communities is inhumane and completely unacceptable. These attacks and militarization of our neighborhoods have caused fear and uncertainty for our students and families. And it is in these times, especially where we must come together in support of our most vulnerable and support one another. In the past months, we have seen just that our community takes care of one another. I welcome you back to school to our students. Though I know that these are scary and unstable times and certainly not the way that you deserve to begin the school year, I urge you to come to school. LAUSD administrators, educators, and school communities are working hard to ensure your safe return. Trust me, they are prepared to defend you and to protect you. You are safest at our schools, and your teachers, counselors, and support staff are there to support you. Our community members will also be there to ensure you have a safe and welcoming environment on your way to school. You belong here, and no one can tell you otherwise. To our parents, padres sepan que sus hijos son la prioridad de nuestras escuelas. El bienestar de sus hijos es el primordial para todos y no los vamos a abandonar. Todos en LAUSD, los de la junta directiva, maestros, trabajadores de la cafetería, asistentes, trabajadores de mantenimiento, administración, están dispuestos y listos para mantener a sus hijos seguros. Know that your child's teacher, parents, and school staff priority is the well-being of your child. They are there for them, and they will not abandon them. All of us in LAUSD, board members, teachers, cafeteria workers, TAs, principals, buildings and grounds administrators, and classified staff are committed to keeping our students and families safe. They are ready. And to our community, thank you for stepping up to support your neighbors. Whether you're part of a rapid response network, contributing to a community organization's effort to empower our neighborhoods and small businesses, or participating in mutual aid work like delivering groceries or raising funds to help pay for much needed legal services, each of you is keeping our community safe. We are the strongest when we come together, and you are a reminder that it is our communities that keep us safe. And lastly, to our Southeast City leaders, despite experiencing the mental load of seeing your communities attacked by ICE and federal agents in these last couple of months, you have chosen to continuously stand up for your community. This summer, I have had the pleasure of working with wonderful leaders in the Southeast cities to brainstorm collaborative solutions to promote safe and welcoming spaces for our community members and students. Each of these leaders have been ready to step up for their communities and support our work in protecting students en route to school. I am especially excited about our collaboration with the city of Cudahy. Our office collaborated with them to introduce a resolution that would offer additional support to our school neighborhoods by offering their staff and community partners to serve as additional eyes and ears around our schools on August 14th. And in the city of Maywood, we have community members working with their leadership to establish a bike bus that students can join to and from school. Our city partners are working on plans to support our school communities as school starts again this week. I want to thank our labor partners for taking it into their hands to organize a welcoming first day of school for our students and school communities. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed, and will continue to make a huge difference for our schools. And lastly, fear can make us feel alone, but you are not alone. Together, we can keep our students and schools safe. The opening of our schools, especially right now when our school communities are under threat and literally under attack, is a group project, not an individual assignment. Together, let's make this school year a fun, safe, and healthy one for our LAUSD families. And I want to thank Dr. Alma Castro for organizing this, and Assemblymember Muratsuchi, and all of you here today for sharing your experience and your words of encouragement. Thank you.
Thank you. We have deep gratitude for all of our elected officials, all of our leaders, education leaders that are here with us today, to our parents and our community members and our teachers. Thank you for sharing those stories. Assemblymember Muratsuchi, thank you for standing with us, together with Senator Lina Gonzalez, the Latino Legislative Caucus, that is fast-tracking many, as we know, bills to bring these protections to our schools and to our communities. On behalf of all of our educators standing united and collective power to protect our students, we want to say, students, we are excited. We are thrilled to open a 2025-26 school year. Welcome back to school. Our schools are safe. And thank you so much for the entire community for bringing together the voices and the bold leadership that is necessary so that our families and our students are reassured. Muchísimas gracias. Damos a nuestros colegas, miembros de mesas directivas de todas nuestras regiones, y también queremos dar las gracias a nuestro asambleísta Al Muratsuchi por su liderazgo, a nuestra senadora Lina González y el Caucus Latino, que ha traído algunas iniciativas y políticas en nuestra comunidad para proteger a nuestras comunidades y a nuestros estudiantes. Estudiantes y familias, si ustedes están escuchando nuestro mensaje, ustedes ven aquí a líderes de nuestras comunidades, que estamos preparados y listos a luchar por por su bienestar en nuestras aulas escolares. Muchísimas gracias a los padres que compartieron su voz hoy, a nuestros maestros que compartieron su voz, y les deseamos a nuestros estudiantes un exitoso año escolar. Nuestras puertas están abiertas y sabemos que van a tener un excelente año. Muchísimas gracias.
Okay, go ahead, if you would. La opinion. Okay, Carla? Okay, and I'll give him the care package. Okay, very good. All right, board member Carla Griego is going to respond to that.
Well, yeah, we also just want to clarify, of course, right, the focus here, although we are very, of course, of utmost admiration and grateful for LAUSD's presence here, we do want to clarify we have over 90 districts in LA County. And so the priority and focus here as well is in the other districts across our Los Angeles County. There are multiple cities across our county, and we want to ensure that our families are clear that districts outside of LAUSD have clear protections in place, have policies in place. Our district is proudly one of those districts that has a procedure to direct our staff. And we want to make sure that that's clear for everybody here as well. The focus is there as well. So we have policies, we have literature that we can present to you. We have policies we can present to you. All of our staff is very clear on working with our district offices, working with our legal counsel, and making sure that we have proper documentation, proper warrants from any officer that tries to come onto our campus, and making sure that we put the safety and visibility of our students first and their ability to stay away from people that do not have the proper documentation first. Sí, quiero nomás aclararnos el enfoque aquí de hoy, primordialmente, aunque estamos muy agradecidos con la presencia de LAUSD, voy a dejar a mi colega poder hablar del tema. El enfoque es que tenemos nosotros más de 90 distritos a través de todo el condado de Los Ángeles. Es importante aclarar que tenemos ahorita líderes a través de todo el condado de Los Ángeles representando a sus distritos, informándole a familias que nosotros también tenemos protocolos en lugar para asegurar la seguridad de sus estudiantes primero. Y nosotros en nuestras escuelas, como la mía en ejemplo, tenemos un protocolo a seguir por cualquier oficial que se acerque a nuestra propiedad a presentar documentación verídica y asegurar con nuestros abogados en colaboración con nuestra oficina del distrito que tengan todo en orden y proveer un espacio seguro para nuestros estudiantes y asegurar la seguridad de ellos, ¿no? Quiero aclarar que muchos distritos tienen diferentes procedimientos a seguir, ¿no? En cuanto a la seguridad, diferentes distritos, hay distritos que no tienen oficiales en sus escuelas presentes. En nuestra escuela tenemos nosotros dos diferentes organizaciones policíacas a nivel del condado y al nivel local. En pólizas locales, cada distrito rinde diferente, pero nosotros nos presentamos como un distrito que tiene una sola entrada a seguir para que ellos se identifiquen adecuadamente, ¿no? Y de nuevo, nosotros como distrito nos basamos mucho a nuestra administración a nivel de cada escuela y a nivel administrativa a través de todo el distrito y nos comunicamos con nuestros abogados basado a cada caso, ¿no? A identificar cuál es el paso a seguir. So, ¿sí?
¿Hay protección para los niños? ¿Hay protección para los padres de familia que tienen miedo de llevarlos a la escuela?
¿Cómo define protección?
There's protection for the children at the school. Is there any
Wanna come here?
families or parents who are fearing to bring and walking to the school? Is there any protection for the families or not?
Thank you for your question. Each and every one of the districts represented here and beyond have their own protocols, processes, and of course, we're collaborating. We are coming together on Zoom. We are getting together on the weekends to plan and to share best practices. And with respect to your question about student protections, we have invested a lot of time over the summer to ensure that our staff is aware of the entry protocol for school, entry and exit. We've also identified areas and departments within our own school to provide those protections to students. For example, in the parent center, in the wellness center. And I also want to share that a lot of the services that our different schools and districts have brought together are also available in many of our websites as school districts, that we're able to provide those in multiple languages. I know that we have done a very good effort at making sure that we provide information as parents are coming back during orientations for students in English and Spanish, and then also in many of our districts in other languages. So I think the protections are, we are on the front lines as educators, and we are making sure that our staff is aware that we see this clearly, right? No ICE en nuestras escuelas. No permitimos a ICE dentro de nuestros planteles. Ahora es un gran honor para mí presentar a una compañera que gusta compartir unas palabras. Ingrid Dunnell va a compartir unas palabras con ustedes.
Good morning. I'm Ingrid Gunnell, the president of the Glendale Unified School District Board of Education. And as Dr. Alma Castro said, every single district has policies and procedures in place. We are committed to following California state law, which requires a signed judicial warrant that is current, not expired, for anybody to enter our campus if they present themselves as ICE or Immigration Customs Enforcement. We have educators across the county that have gone to training throughout the summer on how to make sure that this is enforced within their school sites. It's also incumbent upon all of our employees to follow the policies and procedures set forth within their district to make sure that our students and faculty and staff on campus are safe. I want to thank our Glendale teachers, our Glendale faculty, and our Glendale staff who are prepared to start the school year in a very safe environment for our students and families, and my colleagues across the county. So I want to reiterate that everybody here that represents a district, and of course Assemblymember Muratsuchi that represents our state, is committed to following our California state laws on our campuses. And we want to make sure that this is clear to ICE, to the president of this country, to Congress, that we're committed to our students, and that what is happening is completely unnecessary. We in our county have gone through fires. We in our county have gone through unemployment and strikes that have caused mass numbers of our families to be out of work. But we have seen the best of our communities when we are talking about coming together for food assistance, for rides, for jobs. We have seen in 2025 in this county the best of humanity. And now, under this president, we are seeing the worst of humanity. Budgets are statements of our values. And this presidential administration is valuing terrorism in our communities, fear in our communities, and chaos. But those of us standing here, we value education. We value community. We value students and employees, and we are the ones that will keep us safe. Thank you.
I wanted to follow up on the question regarding what we're doing to protect our families who are afraid of leaving their homes to send their kids to school. My name is Florencio Briones, president of the El Monte Union High School District. In our district, we're providing services to those families, including additional transportation services, so that families who are afraid of walking their student to school can request transportation for that student, either on a district bus or through a private vehicle that's contracted with our school district. And to echo the sentiments of my colleague from Glendale Unified, we've also trained our staff to understand and know how to interact with any official who shows up, ensuring that they require a signed judicial warrant that is current, that names a specific individual before they're allowed to enter any part of the property and engage with our staff and our legal counsel as well. We want to ensure that our schools are safe places and that our families know that we will protect them and their students, and that we are enforcing the law here in California, but we're also upholding our oaths that we took as school board members and trustees and elected officials to uphold the California Constitution and the United States Constitution as well. And frankly, if the federal administration wants to continue going down this road, we'll see them in court, and we'll continue to seek injunctions against the administration over their unlawful tactics.
Quiero agregar a la pregunta de qué se está haciendo en las escuelas, como de parte de los maestros, quiero hablar de parte de los maestros. Hemos nosotros recibido talleres, hemos recibido algunos entrenamientos para poder ayudar a nuestros jóvenes. Nuestros jóvenes están seguros, se sienten seguros cuando saben que sus maestros, sus directores están apoyándolos. Y eso es lo más importante. Y los líderes que están aquí presentes, se les agradece mucho haberse unido porque, como varios mencionaron, la unión hace la fuerza y eso es lo que tenemos que hacer. Quiero reiterarles de que nuestros jóvenes se sientan y se van a sentir y se siguen sintiendo con la protección porque saben que tienen a un maestro a su lado. Nuestras escuelas, especialmente en algunos distritos como Linwood, no son open campus. Siempre hay alguien enfrente para revisar quién entra, quién sale. No puede entrar cualquier persona. Siempre están los guardias de seguridad revisando quién viene, quién sale. Tenemos campuses seguros para todo, para todo tipo de peligros que puedan existir, tanto para nuestros inmigrantes, como estudiantes inmigrantes, como para cualquier otro estudiante de ahí. Es una protección general y es lo que quiero mencionar. Nosotros los maestros recibimos talleres y preparación para poder apoyar a nuestros jóvenes y a los padres en caso del que lo necesiten. Gracias.
Good afternoon. My name is Sarah Dean. I serve as a school board member in Palos Verdes Peninsula Unified School District, but I'm also first and foremost a mother. And my son just barely turned 16 years old this year. It is my understanding that a 15-year-old boy was wrongfully handcuffed in an LA school parking lot this week. My son is going to start driving himself to school this year. Do I feel safe? Will he feel safe? As a school board member, it is my job and the job of my colleagues to make sure every single child is able to learn every single day in school. That 15-year-old boy, did he learn in school that day? Was he able to focus? Was his sister able to learn that day in school? Were his classmates able to learn that day? How many kids have lost days of learning because of the reckless activity of ICE agents in our community? I'm really grateful today to Assemblymember Muratsuchi, for bringing to us this bill, which will help make sure that our school administrators, teachers, and staff and community members feel more secure, that our kids will be protected in our schools. As a school district, we have worked this summer to make sure our staff and administrators all understand policies and protocol, and they're prepared to respond. But we also need the community. As somebody else said, this is a group effort. We can't do it alone. We need our community members to participate in the rapid response networks to let community members know when there is ICE activity. So we're going to get through this. We will prevail, as we always do. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone, for standing united. And with this, we conclude today's press conference for Welcome Back to School. Muchísimas gracias. Con esto damos conclusión a nuestra conferencia de prensa. Gracias.